Hey guys, Yankee here, and today I want to be giving my thoughts on Tenchi Muyo OVA 1 Episode 4. We have a lot going on in this episode, but, not in a bad way, right? It's not like a bunch of exposition like later seasons of the show would be. We have a lot of just moving pieces here sort of coming together, right? The episode opens up with a space battle where space pirate Kageto is wiping out a bunch of, I believe, GP ships, right? We're introduced to the Galaxy Police, which is GP, and we're sort of learn a bit about them. We're introduced to a few members, and specifically we're introduced to Mihoshi, who is said to be a really good detective, but also we see her as incredibly clumsy. But she also takes her job incredibly seriously. She's told to go to this part of space where they believe Kageto is, just to sort of see if she can find him and see what's going on, and immediately she jumps to, okay, I'll find him, I'll catch him, goodbye. So she takes her job seriously, and she is said to be, a decent at it. She's just clumsy, so she causes a lot of damage and stuff in the process. So we're introduced to her ship, what is it, Yukinojo, and then she just falls through, not a black hole, but I don't remember what it was called, but it's basically she gets sucked into this, not something like a black hole, and gets spit out on Earth. So that's just the opening few minutes is space battle, introduction to GP, introduction to Mihoshi, and then we jump to Tenchi, Ryoko, and them going to a hot springs. So we see them arriving, and we just get a nice little conversation between Tenchi and Ryoko, and then we see them in the bath. What is it, Nobuyuki, Tenchi's dad? We get a funny moment with him where immediately at the hot spring it's alright, it's time to peek. We're gonna peek. Which is fun. Tenchi's dad doesn't get a lot to do in this series, but he is pretty silly and fun, especially early on. So yeah, we get some stuff at the hot springs. Ryoko and Aika, they get into a fight, as usual, and Ryoko decides to summon a bunch of spirits to create a monster, which promptly goes out of control and wrecks the inn. So we get a bit of explanation about her powers some more, right? We know about the 3 gems. They're in Tenchi's sword. Ryoko has 1, I believe, on the left wrist, which she used to basically summon all these spirits and create this monster. And we learn that it's the gem on her right wrist that actually controls it, which she doesn't have. So it just runs wild. And the spirit monster is really tough. We see them try and fight it a few times, and it's just nothing affects it. And the only reason it's even defeated is because the black hole-like thing that Mihoshi got caught up in and spit out on Earth sucks the spirit monster away. So Mihoshi shows up, and she's sort of interacting with the group a bit. There's a funny moment where, now that Mihoshi's on Earth, she has a little watch that can track, I guess, space pirates. And she sees that, oh no, Ryo-Ohki is here. It's incredibly dangerous. Be careful. And then we see her sort of come face to face with the cute little fluffy Ryo-Ohki, and then pass out. And it's just fun. But then, so that's the first 2/3 of this episode, right? And then the last third is set up for a big bad, right? We had Kageto introduced at the beginning, kind of, and we get an interesting sequence where Sasami is dreaming about Kageto arriving, and then wakes up from her nightmare, and Kageto is actually showing up. And he's specifically here, and he's I don't know what he was using, but he knows the important people that are here, right? Aika and Sasami, 2 princesses from Jirai. Ryoko's here, and he knows that Yosho is here. So he's coming in. He has some sort of plan. It's been a minute. I kind of remember his plan. But here we go. We've got 3 episodes left? 2 episodes left of the main series here. The final episode of this season is just a slice of life thing. So we've got 2 episodes of plot up next, and I'm actually really excited for it. This episode is really fun. The spirit monster is really cool looking, and I don't think it showed up in anything again, or at least nothing that I've seen again up until OVA 5 when it appeared. But yeah, Ryoko and Aika's bickering is fun. I really like Tenchi and Sasami's relationship in this. Like they feel like siblings kind of already. Like their relationship is fun and I really enjoy it. Um, I guess maybe calling them siblings isn't the right thing to say, seeing as how their relationship ends up later on. But whatever. They have a fun relationship where it's just like she kind of teases him, and he sort of still treats her like a kid because she is. But it's fun. And then we get a cool monster, some interesting fights. Animation didn't jump out at me. It like nothing was bad, nothing was really stand out. The space fight at the beginning looked good. The spirit demon running around looked good. Like nothing really jumped out at me. It was just a good looking episode, lots of fun, and good setup for what is to come. So yeah, really good episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.